I'm going to put myself out on a line and actually say something that I know to myself and I say to myself all the time because I have to in order to keep myself from working or bringing in extra energy or power when I'm angry. Now, what I mean by that is I actually have to say to myself that in my own personal memory, because of what I've seen and what I've experienced through God, like I've witnessed and taken part in and understand so much death, killing, murder, sorcery, real magic, spell casting, spiritual workings. Like I've seen so much and I know so much about it that I can never share with people because they just don't understand. And I don't have the time, the effort to put into making videos or making high-tech technology that shows it in some kind of fashion. I'm not interested in that because people will actually feel it and experience it on their own instead of making it a 3D movie for someone to see. Who cares? That stuff isn't really fascinating at all. Once you are the truth, you don't even care. That stuff is so silly. It's a little kid thing after a while. No matter how fascinating the movie or the topic is that stimulates your mind in whatever way. Like once you've been it all, it's not going to be fascinating to you to see a new show. No matter how interesting the characters are, you know them. Even fake characters, the storyline is the same. I've been them. I've lived their fake actor life through that character already. I wrote the character in the writer's mind. All I have to do is focus deeply enough on it if I want to. And I don't because I did it for such a long time. I know how weird it sounds, so I'm not going to get too deep into it. But there are times when I have to tell myself that I know and remember so much death and doing so many harmful things to people. I know that I'm a powerful sorcerer, a powerful magician, a powerful being, a powerful entity. I know I can call God into manifestation, literally. But I work on keeping myself as human as possible. Just let me be Dan. And let me be this. Not just people look at me as some guy named Dan on a piece of paper. But I just want to be here now. And I am. I'm the only person that I know that is actually in every moment saying, well, actually, you don't have to do this. I'm only here because people are making me. I just don't want to do anything that's too harmful. I don't want to necessarily put packages on a conveyor belt. I don't want to work at a party city. But I can't find anything else that's less inhumane. I'm not going to serve meat. I'm not going to serve like bad things, but at the same time, there's people sending things in the mail that they don't need. A lot of it is garbage. Most of it is garbage if they just took care of themselves and thought. And they feel insulted by that. And then there's people who don't need to come celebrate all these fake occasions and do all these things that are unnecessary and blow a lot of money to use up nature's supplies for garbage. But we want to decorate everything. So great. Woohoo. Instead of doing that, why don't you grow real plants and put things around your house that feed your children, not poison your children, get a bunch of candy. I'm not trying to put anything down. We can make healthy things. We can make new versions of life. That's our job. We're here to clean things up. And you know how much we would have to do? And it would be fun because we'd start feeling great, really, not held down, not dumbed down. The people that hold us down, they'd start feeling great too. They wouldn't be in fear of what's going to happen to their souls. When they really become closer to the end of their life, they do care what's going to happen. They may have some belief system that tells them that they're going to do something, but they don't. I'll tell you what's going to happen to certain people if you want. But actually, I'm not, because I'm not going to. It's. We all know anyway. Honestly, it's kind of funny. Everyone walking around now thinking like, well, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about. I'm so silly. Some people even think they're stupid. Some people are playing, not trying to put it down. Like I feel. My humanness, my heart goes out to everyone who's mentally handicapped, retarded, all those words. Like I feel horrible for them. My heart does go out to them. I know how they feel. I've been them. And that sounds insulting, but I understand. But they're here playing that to understand that. Because at one point in what we call time, they've made fun of it, they've wanted to understand it, and they took it on. And it's in the Word. And if anyone wants me to show them, everything is there. Everything. And it's so spooky that I'd rather let you do things and just have a good time. But I want you to have a good time doing the right things, not harming yourself. It's not okay to just toxify yourself and keep doing it and thinking it's okay, because you are affecting other people. Things come after you. The water you piss out, the children you have, everything is affected by the negative decisions that you have too. You just don't know it because no one taught you to understand it at a deeper level. And until you clean up, the world around you can't. And until the world around you understands and starts doing it together, on a whole, it can happen so fast and so amazingly. I've seen it. And I know how to do it. I'm just saying, all I need is a few people to understand it, to start showing a few people, and bam, it will start going like wildfire in the greatest way ever, not in a bad way. Everything that seemed horrible will turn great all of a sudden. And people won't even understand. And they'll be like, no way, that couldn't have. And then all of a sudden, they won't have any choice but to understand and know. And that's where we're at right now. Consciousness is trying to do that. People are talking about it, but they're not taking part in it the right way. They're still trying to say, make picket signs and let's do that. That's not going to do anything. You've got to clean things up around you. You've got to work with people in person. Sure, put out your videos, but don't put too much effort into making an online video that can be taken down by somebody. Start working on getting to talk to those people in person without guns and people around. Get those people that think that they have the right to stand there with guns and bully people around to fucking back off and just be people. Stop thinking that that's something you should do ever. Wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what, I'm not going to put on some suit and walk around with a gun to shoot other people. No matter who you are, do that tomorrow. Watch what happens. And the world will clean up. People start caring about each other. Whoa, wouldn't that be weird? But they come from here and I come from there. So, are you alive? Are they alive? Whoa, I can see that this is happening. I can touch it and see that it's real and it's alive. And if they did something bad yesterday, that's yesterday. I can forgive them. Maybe they've even done something wrong to me. I can forgive them. I can work on that. Every one of us can do that. It's that friggin' simple, guys. Really. It's just no one taught you how. I can. I'm not trying to be cocky or confident. I just know. It's just what it is. So, let's do it. From this point on, all I have is to offer truth. I don't know how else to say it until people give me or present me with questions. The thing is, they're not going to want to go through with what they've got to do to clean up. Unless they're ready. So when they're ready, they can ask. And I'll tell them. And it'll be straightforward truth. And I can show them what I mean. They've just got to understand and open their heart up and be ready to cry, to hurt, to be scared. It's okay. That's part of it. No matter who you are. No matter how tough you think you're supposed to be. You've got to break down a little bit to build back up spiritually. Your muscles can have taught you that. Now do it spiritually. Break down, build back up. Come back stronger than you ever have before. That is the human quest for each and every one of us. Not to make a name for yourself, to make a name out of self. Until next time, peace.